think the universe offers us the gift of being able to access more, and the challenge is we have to overcome the ego or the sense of self-entitlement to say, and I need to step up and learn how to do this. It's easy because the interaction that you and I just did now has these frequencies of healing coursing through you. All I have to do is show you how to utilize it, which doesn't take years or months. It's a weekend. Doesn't take 6 weekends, doesn't take 3, doesn't take 2. 1 weekend. And by the end of 1 weekend, you'll be able to access any level of healing, facilitate any level of healing for another person that any healer on this planet can do, whether they were raised by monks in a cave in a mountaintop in Tibet or whether they work out of a church deep in Brazil. It makes no difference, because the most that anyone can access in the way of healing is the comprehensive spectrum of God, love, or universe. The funny thing is, it transcends any form of energy healing and any healing technique that we've ever known, old or new. The gift is this allows us to transcend the technique. The challenge is it requires us to transcend the technique. In other words, this allows us to do something, but we can't access it until we do it. It's as if the universe is saying, I brought some new gifts. They will be rewards for you taking this action. The gift will be the reward for us being willing to evolve beyond our techniques. The gift will be the reward for us being willing to step up and say, I am ready for this next level. I recognize that it's a level that comes through sharing with another person. And once I do that, and only once I do that, can I access it. The gift is that it allows us to demystify the healing process. The challenge is whether or not we're willing to allow that healing process to be demystified. I kind of liken these gifts and challenges to the front and back of a coin. A lot of people are struggling because they want to put the front of the coin into their pocket and leave the back out. And it doesn't work that way. We have to take the challenge and step through it to gain the gift. We have to have the front and the back of the coin. And that's part of what could be the lesson of this being present for us on the planet for this first time. See, the researchers think that it's here for the first time, and I said, how can you say something like that? What in the world could lead you to that kind of an assumption?
Yeah, and I have 2 questions here.
Mm-hmm.
One, this sounds like we're all equal. When you talk about this way of healing and learning, it puts us all at the same. Exactly. It's like we are all at this. There are no privileges. You are not here and someone else because you say a doctor or the person next door, the babysitter. Anyone can access to this, which is wonderful. You know, it's like
we've trained over 45,000 people around the world how to do this work. The book, The Reconnection, is in 30 languages so far, and more coming this year. I'm on the road 45 weeks every year, traveling around the world, teaching this work. Maybe close to 10,000 of the people who learn the work are mainstream medical healthcare practitioners, doctors, nurses, even physical therapists, medical researchers. Another maybe 15 or 20,000 are people who have been masters and grandmasters in the various energy healing techniques, who realize that the technique itself, the techniques themselves, are the limitation, are the ceiling.